Hello and welcome back. Thank you for clicking on the video. It might have been a while since we released one of these week-to-week videos, so apologies for that if you are a regular viewer. If you're new here, my name's William, along with my wife Andrew, along with my wife Laura and my brother Andrew. We run the attachment company. Laura and I run the operation here based in Scotland, and Andrew runs our USA business based in Denver, Colorado. The whole point of these week-to-week videos is just to try and give you a behind-the-scenes look at what we do here, what we do in the US, what we sell, what we bring in, what we're fitting, hopefully try and get out on site, show you a little bit of what we do, show you the ins and outs, behind the scenes of the business, and just a little bit more detail, a kind of uncut look, if you like, at what business looks like here and there. And we'll try and answer any questions, etc. as we go along. So with that being said, let me quickly get you up to speed with what's going on in here. Today's job was getting back to this repair. That is a Kinshofer NOX tiltrotator that we stripped, in all honesty, a couple of weeks ago, because this, as you can see, there's a bit of damage there. There's some more damage further around in the teeth. Basically, it's about a 10-year-old tiltrotator. It's just needing a bit of love. We stripped and resealed the tilt on it, but we're waiting on the crown wheel and some grease coming to get it rebuilt up. So we're on that again this week. Hopefully Stuart and I will get it done by the end of the week. Orders going out with a couple of bits and pieces here ready to go. That's a 150mm rock auger for the customer's auger attachment. That there is a GBN 30TL hydraulic breaker with post driving cut. I'll put a picture up here just to show you what that kind of looks like out and working with the post driving cup on it. And this is one of our own brand Attachworx tilt buckets, ready for a customer to pick up tomorrow. It's going on his 3-ton Kubota. So that's it for products going out. However, if you're a regular viewer, you might have noticed a little difference in here. So we've set up some buckets as well. I'll show you around them later on. That was for some marketing footage last week, but the weekend past there we fitted these. So for context, I am standing at what is our main roller door. So the idea is, in time when we get to enough budget, quite frankly, you'll come in this door, nice big set of doors hopefully on here. This side along these posts will be sectioned off. There's a big door in the middle for us getting in and out, but for all intents and purposes it'll be sectioned off, and this will make a nice showroom area. We've also got the offices to finish and get cladded and all the rest of it. But that'll make a real nice showroom area. We can get machines in it, we can get products in it, we can get attachments in it, with some exciting things coming up that Laura's working on as well. It'll give us space to do all of that. But this is just the first step in making that happen. We manufactured the beams last week, got them painted up, and then I got them fitted on Sunday there past. So that's something we'll continue to work on. These are the kind of slower months or slower weeks as we approach Christmas and the end of the year. So that's definitely work that we can be getting on with. Other than that, that's you probably, hopefully, up to speed. We do have a couple of things actually, business-wise, that we've been working on here in the UK and in the US. I'll share with you further on in the video. Other than that, welcome, thank you for clicking on. If you've any questions at all about us, our business, anything you see in the video, leave them in the comments below. We are down there. If you hit like, hit subscribe as well, you're doing us a massive favour, and we will try our best to get back on track with these week-to-week videos. Our whole plan is to upload them every fortnight, and then in between we'll try and get some good product videos and some standalone videos out in between that. So welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are a regular. Let's go on with the rest of this video. Tuesday afternoon actually, I'm nipping to the welders, going to drop some bits off, going to pick some bits up, then I go and meet a customer on a site. Had a few things happening this morning. The big The big ORSI mulcher that we sent out for a customer order a couple of weeks ago is a bit of an issue. I think we've got to the bottom of it. I'll fill you in better on that further in the video, but for now I'm going to get going. I'm going to go and drop these bits off and nip over, see this customer's site, and then we'll get on with the rest of the day. Went and picked all the bits up at the welders yesterday. Stuart's just get some of them finished and I can show you what they actually were. Grading beam I got ready when I drilled out yesterday before I left. Stuart's getting ready to go. I think the customer's picking it up today. On the mulcher front, I mentioned yesterday with a bit of an issue with a mulcher. That was the big forestry spec fixed tooth mulcher that we sent to a customer a couple of weeks ago with the Ecotech tree shear. Got a little bit of footage in here and you can have a look, you can see what I'm talking about. But anyway, received this picture, and long story short, what it appears to be, or what it definitely is a leaking hydraulic motor caused by no fault of our own, no fault of the product, thankfully. What's happened is the customer had left his digger on site for a couple of days, came back, jumped in it, thought nothing of it, used the mulcher. That happened, and then he's since worked out that the case drain hose for the mulcher, the tap has actually been turned off. So what it must have done, it'll have built pressure up in the motor because it's not able to drain, and then it's popped the shaft seal. So he's annoyed, I'm annoyed, he's really annoyed actually. But in one way I'm glad it's not our product, but regardless we still need to fix it. So we've got a seal kit getting overnighted to him. They've already got the motor out. He's going to get his local JCB dealership to reseal it. If they have any troubles, they'll send it up to us. But yeah, always double check these things before you use the machine, and see if you're the sort of person that's going round site tampering with other folks' machines. Just don't. You're getting nowhere, and no benefit for you, no benefit for us, no benefit for the machine owner. So yeah, that's the update. Anyway, we've got trailer on this morning because we're going to pick something up. We're going to nip to Les Mahago. We're going to pick something up with the trailer, which I'll show you in a bit, and we're going to go to Hydroquip and get some hoses and fittings at the same time. So let's go get this picked up and I'll show you what we're getting. Transport company, mate. Just transport, mate. Let's go and see if it fits. Hello.
Hello.
Did you measure this properly?
Yes.
Hello, dog. Hello, dog. Just make some paint. It does fit.
It does fit.
Cool. Happy?
Yes.
Progression is the name of the game today, and you've seen the sign there that Laura got. We've also been doing a bit of work in here, so we've got lights now in the hallway, lights in the storage cupboard, lights in the bathroom, jazzy mirror, very nice. Heat on the toilet works, but I'll just turn that down when we're here because we don't need it heating to 25 degrees during the night. 10 will be plenty. Lovely. That's all well and good. The best bit is in here in the kitchen. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Lights in the kitchen, folks. Lights and sockets in the kitchen. Sorry, phone call there. Anyway, lights in the kitchen. Even more importantly, the water heater is wired in, so with a bit of plumbing we'll have hot water in the toilet. And that's a big update for this evening. So it is. It is 7 PM. I'm getting out of here because my dinner's on. I'll see you in the morning. Starting Thursday on a positive note, the seal kit for the mulcher arrived this morning before 9 AM, so that left the Netherlands yesterday, and it is in Wales this morning pre-9, so that's good. I'll let you know the update on that. Hopefully they get it back together today or tomorrow and the customer can get back to work. We need to get down there and actually see that mulcher working. We might manage it for the end of the year, it might be the turn of the year, but yeah, starting Wednesday on a good note. Customer was in, picked up the grading beam also, and was another customer in for a Slanetrac hedge trimmer. So all in all, positive start to the day. I'm going to nip to the welders, pick up some bits for there just now, and then see what's happening for there. What's that? Couple of orders great this morning. I'm just out waiting on palletways going for collection. I think they're here right now. You will notice some updates, hopefully, to our content coming. First of all, hopefully you'll see some nice, sexy footage, some nice slow-mo B-roll kind of stuff coming because we've invested in a new camera setup. So that's the first thing. I'll show you around that later in the video if you want. And second of all, we have partnered up with a new marketing media company, so I'll share some more details on that, but you'll see more of Gary knocking about. Hopefully you kind of seen earlier we're working that tiltrotator, and he was out and about and filming and stuff, so more details to come on both of those. Let me get these loaded for tonight and get out of here. Two orders away. Big Attachworx compactor plate. I should probably have showed you around that a bit better, but hey ho. Big Attachworx compactor plate out one from them we've done, and an X1500 upper torque drive, so they're both away. We'll have to customers tomorrow. But as I say, some big updates, some big investments from our side in kind of our content and our media and everything that goes around that. So stay tuned on that for more updates. But it's 6 PM. I'm away, go to the gym and go home and get my tea. I've got a couple of inquiries to get back to, and that'll be us for the day. Alright, Friday. Well, I was going to say morning, but Friday lunchtime actually. There's some big filming on the go here. And a couple of deliveries to show you around. SIMEX PLB, not PLB at all, it's PL5020 skid steer mounted planer. It's in the Optima spec. I'll put the graphic on the screen here to show you what that actually means, but it's basically hydraulic everything, hydraulic left and right depth control, side shift, hydraulic tilt, and it's got built-in water tank for the dust suppression. So tidy tool. It's gone down to a Manitou dealer. We've got that ready. They're sending that out with a new Manitou skid steer to their customer, so cool to see that arriving. I think it might be the first 50-20 that we've done, which is a 500 wide. We've had 40s in, that's a 45-20, but that's the first 50-20. And this just come in. Yep. It's not what I thought it was. Right, cool. Cangini TC1-64. Maybe actually better. Yeah, TC1-60 flail with a bolt missing out the top bracket, but there's a nut. And a washer down in there, so it must be here somewhere. That's going straight back out to customers, getting hoses on it, and it'll go back out Monday. So 2 deliveries down. I think, as far as I'm aware, we've got 1 more to go. Gary and Laura are setting up to film some content later on. And we got this done yesterday. Stuart and Laura got that finished off. It's a new sign for out the front. Got it all bolted up. Looking really good. It was Laura's idea, but yeah. I'm chuffed how it came out. She's happy with how it came out, so time to get it out the front. And yeah, I'm going to get my lunch, film some of this content, and we'll get on with the rest of the day. Is it? Did it come in? Did it come in? Alright, yeah. Alright, we've probably skipped ahead a wee bit, but it is Friday afternoon. Hello.
Hi.
An order going out today, actually 1 in, couple going out. Order package wrapped up there. You see that, you've seen plenty of them before. What we got in is another ORSI semi-forest mulcher with the bite limiter drum. I'll show you more around that because there's another one there ready to go as well. What we've got going out is GBN20TL with a double pickup bracket and a 225mm post driving cup. As you pick it up on the top, pick up in the front for the purpose of driving posts. I said we were in for a bit of a mix up of a week, and that's because we're here in Verona. Hopefully self-explanatory, but we're going to try and beat our Hyrox time for Glasgow. But a little clip in here of that if you watch back in March time, but 2 hours 2 minutes is the target to beat. Here we go. Here's a quick look at the map for anybody unfamiliar with Hyrox. It's a 1 kilometre run in between every station. And you go the stations in order: ski erg, sled, sled push, sled pull, puppy broad jumps, row, farmers carry lunges and wall balls at the end with a kilometre in between. Right, we're an hour and 20 from the start. We're registered, can't see SIMEX, it's a marm. We're registered, we've got a number, whatever the number is. How you feeling?
I was excited this morning, now I feel sick.
Right, we're going to go in, scout the course out, get ready, get that alarm up. Right, that's up. See what the shop's got for the way back out. 2 minutes 2 is the target. See you in a few hours, give you the update.
Stop putting that picture.
Job, Laura. He's done.
I'm walking better than we did at Glasgow anyway.
Job done. 1 hour.
56.
1 hour 56 and change.
Nearer the 56, so it's nearer 56 and 57.
It's 1:56. Up at the time here. We are going for a look around the shop and then we are going for dinner.
Oh, 100%.
Anyway, that's us for Friday. Alright, Tuesday morning, we're still in Italy, and we're still in Italy for one reason, well 2 reasons actually. 2 stops today. First one, ORSI. Second one, SIMEX, which we're about to go to. Let's take you back, because we've just finished the ORSI factory. We'll give you a quick look around and kind of voice over some bits and pieces. It was a really quick visit, so I didn't have a chance to grab too much in camera, but I'll add some context in here. Hopefully make some sense. We're on our way to the SIMEX factory now. We've got a bit of a tour there and we might get out and see some demo stuff this afternoon. Anyway, let's go. Do you fabricate the building stuff?
Yeah.
You fabricate it, yeah.
It's final assembly and testing of both the remover and you see that the yellow bar is how to say, we call it from one of the production which
And are they taking them with those hammers and everything? Yeah.
E sono perfetto. Because you can do like a Ferrari of the table owner, but the two
These are all ovens. These are all for the paint. They're all paint ovens.
Yeah, tell you that now we have like 16 production station professional heavyweight champions. Yeah. In the gym where I go. You know what, Alessandro, I tried for years. There is no way. They want a planer with a price.
Yeah. Alright, day pretty much done. We're back at the hotel. It is 6:15. So hopefully we'll get some good footage in there. It was as much about meeting the people and looking around the place for the first time for us as it was for making the content. Hopefully in the future we'll get back to do a bit more content specific visit, but yeah, thoroughly impressed by both facilities, and thank you again to both ORSI and SIMEX for the hospitality. And as I say, hopefully it's the first time we've been here, hopefully it's not the last. Laura, you ready for home yet?
A little bit. I think I'm getting the cold.
What did you make it today?
It was pretty cool. Yeah. Both facilities great. Probably bigger than I was expecting them to be. Great hospitality. Yeah, it was good. It was cool to see.
Nice. Right, we're away, get a wee bit done here, catch up some emails, get some tea, and then we're heading for the airport first thing in the morning. Alright, it's Wednesday morning. Not a lot to report for yesterday because Laura and I were off for some personal reasons. We do have some deliveries, mainly a restock on Cangini flails. Got a TC2 120, that's going to our customer's 6-ton Doosan. It's hosed up ready to go. And we've also got a restock on TC1 flails. The TC1's in the 1 metre wide. Sure, with them unwrapped today, they're for stock. As I said, the TC2 is heading to a customer. I've got the welders to nip to this morning with a load of brackets to get some other orders moving, and Laura and I are away the tail end of this week. I'll share more reasons why in a bit. We've also had a couple of 450 augers turning up, 450 with the hard rock teeth and a standard tungsten as well. So a little bit going on for the start of December. Some orders to go through, some orders to go out, and we'll try and make a bit more progress on that tilt rotator rebuild before I leave tomorrow as well. So that's the plan. Stick with it. As I say, we're away the end of this week, and then we should have something quite interesting to start with next. But in the meantime, let's go on with the rest of the day.